What's up, YouTube? It's Bunt Force Trauma back at it again with another gameplay video. We are basically kicking off from yesterday. We are back at 751, so we're going to be hoping to get to at least close to World Series. I'm about 1 or 2 games away, but as you can see, there's someone at third base there, and I just can't quite tell until. That's right, George Kell is on the team. And if you're wondering, why do I have George Kell? Well, around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock last night, I was doing some grinding offline in the mini seasons, and I was just ripping packs. And in one of my Ballin' as a Habit packs, I pulled. That's right, I pulled Tarek Skubal out of a Ballin' as a Habit pack, which was unfounded. I was kind of shocked there, and I decided I didn't want to sell him because I was going to have to collect him anyway, and I needed someone at third base, so we're going to try him out. Of course, if we ever need to go to a righty, we'll figure that out in the, we'll probably put Didi Gregorius, actually, and let's do that right now. We're going to put Didi Gregorius in, just in case we get a lefty, just in case if we ever want that platoon advantage. But considering if we just look at the stats alone, he shouldn't have an issue getting against the righties. Great on offense, except for that power. We're going to try to work on that. Of course, as you can see, I have in parallel 1. I was doing the mini season grind anyway. I wasn't going to just hold off on to see if I can get something up there. Max sack bunt, which really isn't useful when he has 60 speed, but regardless, great fielding, 80s all around, so we'll see if we can even improve that. All around, this is a great card, and hopefully he can do well today. But with that being said, let's get into the gameplay. Alrighty, so we've now found an opponent, and we're going to be going against Nolan McLean. I've had some good and some bad against him. This guy's rocking an interesting team here with Albert Pujols, P5'd, even though it's the 82 overall. But let's see where we go here. This guy is already World Series, so he's clearly rocking a team that he's good with, so we got to fight and punch up here. We're in Hall of Fame. That's going to be an interesting gameplay, so we'll see how that goes. I understand I already got Skubal. I didn't want to use him until I got him a little boosted up. So we're going to go with someone I'm used to. So hopefully we can have a good game here. I know my opponent's pretty high up there. I mean, we're in Hall of Fame now. But he's already hit World Series. I don't see how he's going to get a lot of PXP off of me here. I could really use the boost as we're first pitch swinging. I could really use that boost of the rankings. So this could get me all the way to fixed back-offs a little bit. Hopefully that is going to be true as we take the walk, 5-pitch walk for us. And we're on base. Andrew McCutcheon's going to be up. We're going to lead off, but we're not going to take off here. And we crank that ball, but I don't know. I can't quite. And he's not going to get that. That's going to get over the wall. Tough break for me, of course, because that could have easily been a run there. So now we gotta get him home here. And that's gonna do it, baby. We're gonna get him home there. 4 batters in, and we're already in good looks. Perfect from Tony Fernandez, and that's gonna be a 2 RBI triple for Tony. Shockingly, his first triple for the team. The fight. 1-2 count. And we swing right through a sweeper. That sweeper is kind of gross. We do get the 2 runs there on the walk, and we get a single or a double. Sorry, a 1-out double with McCutcheon, and then drive in those runs with a triple. Drew Rasmussen is going to be making this start for us. Hopefully he can have a little better pitching here for me. This guy is good at what he does. Clearly, we're going to need to bring our 100 miles an hour. And we're going to try to go low away sweeper, catch him off guard, and we're going to get that strikeout. Albert Pujols up, Teo Albert. As he fouls that one off. 93 power, which is interesting to see on a card like this. And he's gonna, that's exactly why. He gives the ride, gives me a instant karma there. He takes me deep off the field. I think that's what he was sitting on. 433 for him there. Brutal. Akamoto's up. Hopefully we can temper him. Last time I faced him, and we get the out on the first pitch, but last time I faced him, he went like 5 for 5 against me. It was a brutal outing brutal time facing him. But we get out of the inning only giving up the 1 run to the machine, Teo. And we're going to try... And we're just going to ground out to Albert Pujols there. The sweeper is going to be nasty for my opponent today. But Kadan, Rafaela, Will Smith, and Willie Castro's back up. Had a crucial 2-run home run yesterday, and that's going to get blasted. And that's going to be a off the wall. That's just going to be a double for my opponent. I don't think that's where the cutter was supposed to be, but he takes it. Ball down. He's going to pop up the fastball. That's always going to be a risky pitch with these guys, especially the switch hitters. Just because they can just turn on it so quickly. We're going to try to get out of this inning. Hopefully we can. We're going to try to go outside with the sinker. And that's going to get, hopefully McCutchen can track it down. And McCutchen tracks that ball down. Great play by him. He just barely gets that ball to preserve our lead here. Let's go try. And that's gonna scoot by. Cattell just barely misses the diving play, and George Kell's got his first base hit with the team. Attaboy. And Corbin Carroll's gonna be up 0 for 1. And we're gonna be down 0-2 here on 2 nasty pitches. And that's gonna squeak through. Another interesting swing for me there, but that's going to get Roy Campanella up, which he can do damage if you give him a wrong pitch. Fastball high and in. Not ideal for me there. And we're just going to ground it out. He's going to go to second with that. My timing is on point. It's just the PCI. I got to get the PCI down. Going to go to the 4th inning. Fastball low and in. And that's not a ball. It's brutal. Just so brutal. Get a close-up of that bad boy. He's going to fly out here for the first out. That should be out number 2, but the game goes on. Another awesome call by our umpire. And Teo Albert is now up, so we now got to deal with the guy that hit the home run off me the last time. Inside sinker. And that's going to get us our double play. Teo's 10 speed. He didn't... By the time the ball got to first base, he wasn't even on the screen. So we get out of that. Let's go try to get a hit here. Try for me, but ever since then, it's been pretty, yikes. And on 5 pitches, he's out of this inning, so we're going to have to go and fight back even harder. Xander, and we're going to go fastball in and high. And that's going to get down for my opponent. Just the inside pitches are kind of annoying. We're going to try to hose him here. Oh, come on. Get the tag down, Pedroia. Let's go. Also not where I wanted that pitch. It was supposed to be inside. That's sick. Once again, game's just choosing where my pitches will go before I throw it. And that's going to get down. What was that, dude? Come on. That, again, another pitch that's supposed to be out of the zone, and he's just not going to get punished. Like, I'm getting punished for my... He doesn't even care if it... Nice pitch. Oh, okay. Okay, well, the guy at third is out. Great job by my opponent there. Foul ball. Now it's a 2-2 count. I'm gonna go sweeper away. Pitch is missed. I'm gonna go fastball long way. And he's gonna take it deep. I already know, like, that pitch, that swing did not feel loud. He's gonna take it deep, so now we're losing. 98 miles an hour. Of course he does. I'm gonna have to go fastball away. Well, he's gonna get the out. The very next pitch, like I said, the very next out once I give up the lead is gonna be an out. So now we're fighting from behind like I always have to in these games. Not gonna lie, 107 power, but it doesn't matter if he doesn't make good contact. I mean, I understand that's a sweeper, but at the same time, can we, like, that's, I don't know how that's a ground out, honestly. Good timing, good everything, just a little outside on the pitch. Tony Fernandez gets another diving play for us. And here comes Schwarbaum. That's going to be an out. So we're 2 pitches, 2 outs here. And here comes Teo, I believe. Nope, not Teo. Teo Albert is his nickname, by the way, not Teo. That's Oscar. And that's going to be foul. Wow, I thought that was gone. Okay. So we get off lucky on that pitch. Wow.
Oh, that's out.
Sinker inside again. And that's going to get through. Brutal. I don't know who's up next. That's the thing. I just don't know. I don't know how far Teo's down. No, there he is. So now we're down. Oh, sick pitch. Okay, McCutcheon, that was not a cool. Like, that's out number 2, by the way, or 3 if he read that right. Albert gets another hit off me. This is gonna be his last inning. He's just out of stamina. He pitched great. I didn't. So that's on me. So we're trying to get out of this last inning here with just the 2 singles. Doesn't help if he doesn't fucking give a call here. I mean, come on. Okay. We're gonna have to rethink that play. Rethink the pitch. Nope. Fouls that off very early. Now we're gonna go low and away, or low and in. Fouls that one off very early again. And I think we're gonna go cutter inside. Fouls it off, another foul off, because my opponent can just foul everything. Sinker. And that's gonna get, oh my God. The results here are crazy. The result. My opponent's got everything on his back here. And just, that's the pitch. There we go. We're down 4. We've got 9 outs to work with here. Nolan McLean has been dealing since the first inning, or the second inning. No, I'm dipping the PCI again. I'm dipping the PCI. Come on. George Kellop. 66 pitches for my opponent after the 20 pitch first inning. Lay off there. And of course, good timing. Another awful pit swing. I have the best timing, but the worst outcomes. It's one or the other. I either have to have a good Okay, okay, cool. That's sick. It's either good PCI work or bad or late timing. I can't have either. I can't have both, and it doesn't help when I swing at a pitch out of the zone. It's my biggest habit, and I hate doing it. We've got 8 outs to work with here. Corbett Carroll's 0-2 here. And, yep. Bring him up because my opponent's got 3 check swings in this game. When I ask for 1, and it just says, gives me the middle finger. And of course, in my fashion, I get 2 outs and I'm immediately going to get another hit. I wish I could have half the luck my opponent's got here, because it's crazy. 0-2, so we're probably going to strike out or ground out, fly out here. Or, yeah, ground out, despite the fact that was such a good swing. Whew, okay. It's like they're setting me up from the start when the first thing I see is my opponent's already in a World Series. And it's just going to continue now. The floodgates have opened for my opponent now. The floodgates have opened. The gates of hell have opened here. Great pitch by me that's going to get punished. Inside fastball that he can take and pull. So that's cool. Like, at some point, the ball kicking, just kicking me in the groin, needs to stop. Like, how much more do you have to have a guy suffer in these games? Oh, yep, nope. Check swing. When it's me, it's a strikeout. For him, it's a free second pitch. For him, it's a second pitch. I perfect that, and it went right to the fucking zone. It went right to the fucking zone. What point do you home runs opposite pull side? Have your opponent, throw a good pitch and it lands right in the zone for you, even though. So we're down 6. We've got 5 outs to work with here, and of course in garbage time we're gonna get a hit. Tony Fernandez up, so the next guy that also got a hit in the first is gonna be coming up. Take a pitch there. We're gonna take off here on him.
Inside, ball 1.
Yep, we're just gonna take the free run here if we can get it. We're gonna score. Yeah, I mean, you trade off a run for an out. That's not going to really work when we are down 5. When we have 4 outs to work with. So. Fouls it off.
Inside, ball
2-2. And course it doesn't swing for me. Check swing it, why don't you again? Please, I love check swings when I'm trying to swing the bat. And just another fucking hanging pitch for my opponent. Just call off the dogs. Of course, just out of the zone. My opponent doesn't swing. Fastball, home run, or fouled it off. Just throw the fucking curveball. Just get it over with.
That's outside.
I have no enthusiasm now. Like, this entire game has been. I got good in the first inning, and then after that it was just disaster after disaster, and it just keeps continuing. Low and away pitch. It's going to go right into the wheelhouse. Of course, another early or very late home run for Teo. So, yep, and in peak fashion, good timing. Goes right to its opponent. I don't think I hit a single gap outside of the first inning, but GG's to my opponent. I don't even know how much XP I'm going to lose or win in this game because of that. My opponent just out-bested me in every fashion, but it doesn't help that I don't... I'm facing a guy way ahead of me. So I lose 23 despite the guy being 70 points ahead of me. I lose 23, and he only gained 17. So the fact that we got challenged up is kind of weird. But George Kell went 1 for 4, so it's like, I guess, 2 thumbs up out of, I don't know what to say. With that being said, if you liked today's video, please leave a like, comment. I apologize if we didn't get a win here, so this is going to be a long road to World Series. I know I can get to it. I did it a lot last year. It's just the pitching just never feels good when I pitch. And it doesn't help when just earlies or just lates are getting rewarded and we're playing at the launch pad that is Coors Field. It feels like every game is just going to be who has the most pitches that don't go where you want them to go. With that being said, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And with that, I say, see you tomorrow.
Thank you.